Peace, y'all. Welcome to the second episode of What You Think. This week in the studio, we're going to talk about Lavar Ball, the father of former UCLA player and future NBA player Lonzo Ball. He's also the owner of Big Baller Brand, the company that's putting out their first shoe for $495. He's also been in the news for the past few months for his outlandish claims that his son is better than Steph Curry, that his son would win the NCAA championship, which they lost, that his son would take the Lakers to the playoffs, outside of the fact that he thinks that he could beat Michael Jordan one-on-one. So let's see what people have to say about that.
LaVar Ball, LaVar Ball.
LaVar Ball.
LaVar Ball, man. My pops is kind of like LaVar Ball.
I'm cool with LaVar Ball. I don't think LaVar Ball came out and hurt anybody. I don't think that anything he's saying is wrong.
He says a bunch of stuff, but he's not doing any real harm to anybody. There's no domestic violence, there's no murder, there's no robbing people, he's not trying to scam anybody. He's just talking really loud. And when you talk really loud, people are gonna be divisive, but people are gonna talk about it.
On one hand, you gotta love him. You gotta love a father. Like, you gotta love a black father just for his son, just riding for his son so hard.
I think he's crazy, but I respect him as like a father.
I think that's his son. If that's his father, and he believes in his son the way that he does, to even say some of the things that he say, they may sound crazy to some of us, but that's his son. So I don't see a problem with it.
I think what he's doing as a father is good, but I think he should fall back and be more of a, let an agent come in and help.
No, I'm not feeling LaVar and what he's doing.
On the other hand, does he take it too far sometimes? Yeah. Yeah, he takes it too far sometimes.
The way he did it, it's like a shock factor. And I don't know if he's doing the right thing for his son at the end of the day, because now it's like a million times pressure on his son to like ball out of control. And he gotta be great. He can't be kind of great or anything like that. So, pressure can make diamonds or make you bust, you know what I mean?
What he's doing is he's putting a lot of pressure on his son. And maybe he's putting his faith in his son and pulling the full deck out there, saying like, I can ride and bet on my son will do these things. But his son plays a very critical position in the NBA that takes a long time to develop, and that's the point guard position. And he may be very Jason Kidd-like, but he's not Jason Kidd yet.
There's some great, athletes in college, and high school even, and then when they get to the NBA, they're nothing.
I think he might be putting pressure on his son as far as what his son has to do on the basketball court, how he has to perform to live up to some of the stuff that his dad is talking about.
I do feel bad for his son having to, live up to the expectations and the things that his father say about him. He has to go out there, perform, and make sure that, his dad ain't writing checks that, can't cash. But
I think he's a great promoter, that's for sure. I think he know how to promote his sons, either good or bad, but their name is out there.
We're talking about him right now in the barbershop. If it wasn't, what would we talk about with the draft?
But I mean, for the vast majority, I think it's harmless stuff. I don't really think that LaVar Ball's not hurting anybody, you know what I mean?
You don't even gotta say his sons, you just say LaVar Ball.
So how the LaVar Ball shoes would resell. The first thing would be, if not LaVar, Lonzo Ball. Gotta be correct, it is Lonzo's shoe.
I tell you what, that sneaker deal, I love it.
So you are a person just in the sneaker world.
Yes, very involved. So when this happened, when Big Baller Brand dropped the shoes for $495 and then the signature edition, I had at least 15 texts from various people asking me, am I buying the shoes? What is gonna be the resale market? And those type of factors.
People buying his sneakers, I'm not saying they gonna sell out, but people are spending $450, whatever, $495 for some sneakers. You can hate all you want on the sense that he got these kicks that cost this price, these sandals that cost this price, but people gonna buy them.
I'm not copping them. I won't be. You won't see me with those. But
I don't know. I don't say it's genius, but it just shows a level of confidence.
But I don't see a problem with the sneakers. I mean, you know, people would come out and spend much more on all different kind of sneakers, but he wants to come out and establish his son as a business, and he wants those companies to partner with him instead of them just throwing him a bone and taking, you know, the lion's share of the money off a deal. I think is empowering me personally.
I'm not a fan of that type of personality myself. He's not the people I necessarily root for, but I also root for someone trying to do their own thing and trying to break the wheel, because Nike, Adidas, like, I mean, unless you're LeBron, they're definitely underpaying a lot of their athletes for what they get.
It's just genius branding and marketing for him to be able to create his own brand, to be able to, you know, ship to order. You know, they're not gonna have wasted products sitting around, so whatever you order is whatever they're gonna make.
Like, if he keeps his black one open for a year and it's just straight up like made to order, they're never gonna have resale. It's the same reason why shoes in the store don't have resale. If they're readily available, even if they're dope, even the best athlete, it don't matter. Like, you see that with Jordans now, when they put the Pantone 7s in every store, even though they're a good colorway, and 5 years ago they would have sold heavy, they just sit in the store now on discount.
I ain't mad at them. The person wearing the kicks and the person selling the kicks.
The media makes it look like just another crazy black man, and they also take everything that he says literal. I mean, the dude is entertainment, so.
The media kind of skews it, like, you know, try to make him a villain for some reason.
Telling companies about deals that they're not going to take. They want somebody to brand with them and everything. It's not a good move because you don't really know what Lonzo was going to do.
I believe he's breaking the mold on what more people should do in taking care of their own people.
Okay, y'all, so my final thought on LeVar Ball is, I love that dude. How can't you love him? At very minimum, he's taken his sons and propelled them to free educations, all at UCLA. He has taken his oldest son and trained him all the way to go to the NBA. He's taken his conversations and turned it into a brand that now everybody seems to be talking about, whether it's good or bad. So what's the dislike about him? Because he won't let other people handle his son? Because he'd rather take on the task of promoting and marketing his own child and not giving his son over to the big companies like Nike and Adidas just for the money, when you can own your own likeness and keep all your money to yourself? Why give these big corporations the lion's share of the money when you doing all the work? I think it's phenomenal. I think what he's doing is amazing, and I think that we need to applaud him and respect him. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for participating. See y'all next week.